Super Bowl I. Super Bowl I was held on January 15, 1967 at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum and featured the NFL's Green Bay Packers defeating the AFL's Kansas City Chiefs with a score of 35-10. Packers quarterback Bart Starr was named MVP. Tickets averaged $12 and a 30-second ad costed just $42,000. The halftime show included performances by university marching bands and the unique spectacle of individuals flying with jetpacks. Notably, it remains the only Super Bowl that failed to sell out. Super Bowl II. In Super Bowl II, the Green Bay Packers faced the Oakland Raiders at the Miami Orange Bowl. The Packers secured a 33-14 victory, marking coach Vince Lombardi's final game with the team. Super Bowl III. Super Bowl III saw the AFL's New York Jets upset the NFL's Baltimore Colts 16-7. Jets quarterback Joe Namath famously guaranteed the win prior to the game and delivered, earning MVP recognition. This game is arguably the most important in Super Bowl's history, as this was the first time an AFL team won from an NFL team. Super Bowl IV. In this game, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Minnesota Vikings 23-7, with Chiefs quarterback Len Dawson named MVP. This game further solidified the AFL's standing before the AFL-NFL merger. Super Bowl V. Super Bowl V saw the Baltimore Colts narrowly defeat the Dallas Cowboys 16-13. In a unique occurrence, Cowboys linebacker Chuck Howley was named MVP, the only time a player from the losing team has received the honor. Super Bowl VI. This game, the Dallas Cowboys claimed their first championship by defeating the Miami Dolphins 24-3. Quarterback Roger Staubach was awarded MVP. With a measured 39 degrees, it's the coldest Super Bowl in history. Super Bowl VII. The Miami Dolphins completed the only season without any losses in NFL history by defeating the Washington Redskins 14-7. Safety Jake Scott was named MVP. With a measured 84 degrees, it's the warmest Super Bowl in history. Super Bowl VIII. The game was held on January 13, 1974 at Rice Stadium in Houston. It was the first time a Super Bowl was played in a non-NFL venue. The Miami Dolphins secured back-to-back titles with a 24-7 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Super Bowl IX. In Super Bowl IX, the Pittsburgh Steelers won their first championship by defeating the Minnesota Vikings 16-6, and running back Franco Harris was named MVP. Super Bowl X. It featured the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the Dallas Cowboys 21-17. Wide receiver Lynn Swann was named MVP after catching passes for a total of 161 yards, the most ever in a Super Bowl at the time. Super Bowl XI. In Super Bowl XI, the Oakland Raiders claimed their first title by defeating the Minnesota Vikings 32-14. Super Bowl XII. This game, the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Denver Broncos 27-10. Defensive linemen Harvey Martin and Randy White were co-MVPs, the first and only time multiple players have shared the award. It is the sloppiest Super Bowl in history, with the Denver Broncos having 8 turnovers alone. Super Bowl XIII. It saw the Pittsburgh Steelers securing a 35-31 victory over the Dallas Cowboys, with quarterback Terry Bradshaw being named MVP after throwing for 318 yards and 4 touchdowns. Super Bowl XIV. In this matchup, the Pittsburgh Steelers won their 4th championship by defeating the Los Angeles Rams 31-19. Terry Bradshaw repeated as MVP. It is the highest attended Super Bowl in history, with 103,985 fans coming to the venue. Super Bowl XV. In Super Bowl XV, the Oakland Raiders became the first wildcard team to win the Super Bowl, defeating the Philadelphia Eagles 27-10 in a game where quarterback Jim Plunkett was named MVP. Super Bowl XVI. It occurred on January 24, 1982 at the Pontiac Silverdome in Michigan. This was the first time the Super Bowl was played in a northern city. The San Francisco 49ers secured their first championship by defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 26-21. Super Bowl XVII. On January 30, 1983, the championship game was held at the Rose Bowl. The Washington Redskins defeated the Miami Dolphins 27-17, with running back John Riggins named MVP after rushing for a then-record 166 yards. It was the first Super Bowl to be broadcasted globally. Super Bowl XVIII. Super Bowl XVIII featured the Los Angeles Raiders dominating the Washington Redskins 38-9. Running back Marcus Allen earned MVP with a record 191 rushing yards. Super Bowl XIX. In Super Bowl XIX, the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Miami Dolphins 38-16. Joe Montana was named MVP, throwing for 331 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was the first time that the sitting U.S. president participated in the coin toss ceremony, as Ronald Reagan appeared live via satellite from the White House and tossed the coin. Super Bowl 20. It saw the Chicago Bears overwhelming the New England Patriots 46-10. Defensive end Richard Dent earned MVP honors. Super Bowl 21. On January 25, 1987, Super Bowl 21 was held at the Rose Bowl. The New York Giants secured their first championship by defeating the Denver Broncos 39-20. Quarterback Phil Simms was named MVP, completing 22 of 25 passes. Super Bowl 22. This game, the Washington Redskins overcame a 10-point deficit to defeat the Denver Broncos 42-10. Quarterback Doug Williams was named MVP, becoming the first African-American quarterback to win the championship. Super Bowl 23. Super Bowl 23 saw the San Francisco 49ers defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 20-16. Joe Montana led a game-winning drive, and wide receiver Jerry Rice was named MVP with 215 receiving yards. Super Bowl 24. In Super Bowl 24, the San Francisco 49ers dominated the Denver Broncos 55-10, the most lopsided score in Super Bowl history. Super Bowl 25. This game featured the New York Giants narrowly defeating the Buffalo Bills 20-19 after Bills kicker Scott Norwood missed a potential game-winning field goal, making this the only Super Bowl to be decided by less than 3 points. Super Bowl 26. In Super Bowl 26, the Washington Redskins defeated the Buffalo Bills 37-24, winning their third championship. Super Bowl 27. It had the Dallas Cowboys dominating the Buffalo Bills 52-17. The Cowboys scored 35 points off of a Super Bowl record 9 Buffalo turnovers. Super Bowl 28. In Super Bowl 28, the Dallas Cowboys secured back-to-back titles by again defeating the Buffalo Bills 30-13. The Bills became the first and only team to lose 4 consecutive title games. Super Bowl 29. This match saw the San Francisco 49ers defeat the San Diego Chargers 49-26, becoming the first team to win 5 Super Bowl championships. This was the first Super Bowl where both teams scored in all 4 quarters. Super Bowl 30. The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-17, securing their 5th Super Bowl title. Cornerback Larry Brown was named MVP for his 2 pivotal interceptions. Super Bowl 31. It featured the Green Bay Packers triumphing over the New England Patriots 35-21, marking their first championship since Super Bowl II. Super Bowl 32. The Denver Broncos upset the defending champion Green Bay Packers 31-24, capturing their first Super Bowl victory. Running back Terrell Davis, who rushed for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns despite a migraine, was named MVP. Super Bowl 33. In this game, the Denver Broncos secured back-to-back titles by defeating the Atlanta Falcons 34-19. Quarterback John Elway, in his final NFL game, was named MVP. Super Bowl 34. This game featured the Rams edging out the Tennessee Titans 23-16, with linebacker Mike Jones making a game-saving tackle on the final play. Quarterback Kurt Warner, who threw for a then-record 414 yards, earned MVP honors. Super Bowl 35. It was held on January 28, 2001 at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The Baltimore Ravens' dominant defense led them to a 34-7 victory over the New York Giants, in a game where linebacker Ray Lewis was named MVP. Super Bowl 36. It featured a game where the New England Patriots, led by first-year starting quarterback Tom Brady, defeated the St. Louis Rams 20-17 on a last-second field goal by Adam Vinatieri. Brady was named MVP. Super Bowl 37. Super Bowl 37 featured the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense dominating, leading to a 48-21 victory over the Oakland Raiders. Super Bowl 38. It had the New England Patriots securing a 32-29 win over the Carolina Panthers, with Adam Vinatieri kicking another game-winning field goal. Quarterback Tom Brady was named MVP for the second time. Super Bowl 39. This match had the New England Patriots winning their 3rd championship in 4 years by defeating the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21. Super Bowl 40. It featured the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the Seattle Seahawks 21-10, securing their 5th Super Bowl title. Super Bowl 41. The Indianapolis Colts, led by quarterback Peyton Manning, defeated the Chicago Bears 29-17. Manning was named MVP, throwing for 247 yards and a touchdown. Super Bowl 42. In this championship match, the New York Giants upset the previously undefeated New England Patriots 17-14, highlighted by David Tyree's famous helmet catch. Quarterback Eli Manning was named MVP. Super Bowl 43. It saw the Pittsburgh Steelers securing a 27-23 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, with wide receiver Santonio Holmes making a game-winning touchdown catch and earning MVP honors. This game was the last broadcast of announcing legend John Madden. Super Bowl 44. Super Bowl 44 featured the New Orleans Saints winning their first championship by defeating the Indianapolis Colts 31-17. Quarterback Drew Brees was named MVP, completing 32 of 39 passes for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. Super Bowl 45. This game, the Green Bay Packers defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-25, with quarterback Aaron Rodgers earning MVP honors by throwing for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns. The broadcast on Fox averaged about 111 million viewers, breaking the record for the most-watched program in American television history. The game's attendance was 103,219, just short of the Super Bowl record of 103,985. Super Bowl 46. It featured the New York Giants again triumphing over the New England Patriots 21-17, with Eli Manning named MVP for the second time. An estimated total audience of 166.8 million watched the game, meaning that over half of the American population watched at least some of the initial broadcast. Super Bowl 47. The Baltimore Ravens defeated the San Francisco 49ers 34-31 in a game notable for a 34-minute power outage. This game is the only time in Super Bowl history where 2 brothers were head coaches. Super Bowl 48. This game, the Seattle Seahawks secured their first Super Bowl victory by defeating the Denver Broncos 43-8. The Seahawks defense dominated, with linebacker Malcolm Smith earning MVP honors after recording a pick 6 and recovering a fumble. Super Bowl 49. In this championship game, the New England Patriots triumphed over the Seattle Seahawks 28-24. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was named MVP after throwing 4 touchdown passes. A critical interception by rookie Malcolm Butler in the final moments secured the win. Katy Perry headlined the halftime show, which included her memorable entrance on a giant mechanical lion, and the game drew a record-breaking 114.4 million viewers. Super Bowl 50. Super Bowl 50 is the first one without Roman numerals. The kickoff was at 6:39 p.m. Eastern Time, which marks the latest kickoff in Super Bowl history. The Denver Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers 24-10. This game marked the final appearance for Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning. The halftime show featured Coldplay with guest appearances by Beyoncé and Bruno Mars. Super Bowl 51. It featured the New England Patriots staging a historic comeback to defeat the Atlanta Falcons 34-28 in the first Super Bowl to go into overtime. Down 28-3 in the third quarter, the Patriots rallied, with Tom Brady earning MVP honors for his 466 passing yards. Super Bowl 52. In this game, the Philadelphia Eagles claimed their first championship title by defeating the New England Patriots 41-33. Backup quarterback Nick Foles was named MVP by executing the memorable Philly Special trick play. Super Bowl 53. The New England Patriots secured a 13-3 victory over the Los Angeles Rams in the lowest-scoring Super Bowl to date. The game has been regarded as one of the worst Super Bowls in history and saw the smallest audience in 10 years. Super Bowl 54. This game had the Kansas City Chiefs defeating the San Francisco 49ers 31-20, securing their first championship in 50 years. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes was named MVP after leading a fourth-quarter comeback. Super Bowl 55. It featured the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by quarterback Tom Brady, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. Brady earned his 5th Super Bowl MVP award and won his 7th Super Bowl. Super Bowl 56. The Los Angeles Rams secured a 23-20 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, with wide receiver Cooper Kupp being named MVP after catching 2 touchdown passes, including the game winner. The halftime show featured Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. The broadcast of Super Bowl 56 was the second most watched in the game's history, marking a shift from several years of declining ratings. Super Bowl 57. The Kansas City Chiefs overcame a 10-point halftime deficit to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 38-35. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes, playing through an ankle injury, was named MVP. This game marked the first time that 2 brothers ever played against each other on opposing teams in the 57 years since the Super Bowl began. Super Bowl 58. In this Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs secured back-to-back championships by defeating the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in overtime. Patrick Mahomes was again named MVP, leading a game-tying drive in the fourth quarter and throwing the game-winning touchdown in overtime.